As Thanksgiving approaches, there's a disagreement brewing in the Pellican clan. Should we have ham or turkey for Thanksgiving dinner? Many of you may not know this, but when I was in high school, I raised pigs during the summer. As a matter of fact, I still have my small-scale pig raising guide around. Never know when it might come in handy. My parents this past summer decided to carry on the tradition, and so there is a freshly smoked ham waiting to be cooked and eaten back home. Problem is, turkey is the traditional meal of Thanksgiving, hence the disagreement. As we look towards the holidays, I think many of us do so with a lot of expectation, a lot of joyful anticipation. But there can also be reluctance for some of us. Because for some of us, we know we're walking into family reunions where there will be disagreements that are a little more serious than what will be on the dinner table. If that is you, I'd like to invite you to reflect on the parable of the prodigal son. Why? Well, not just because it mentions swine, but because it is the ultimate parable. It is the ultimate biblical story of family reunion. We have the three characters, you know the story well. The prodigal son does something very hurtful to his father. He's probably not intending it to be so. He just wants to get his inheritance so he can go out and live life. But in asking his inheritance, he's essentially telling his father, "Dad, I wish you were dead." So he's caused some hurt. But now he's coming back. He's coming back humbly, asking for forgiveness. He doesn't pretend nothing happened, but he humbles himself and says he's sorry. Of course, there's the father, right? The father who had every right to hold this against his son, to hang on to resentment or harbor a grudge. But he does just the opposite. He has no thought but reconciliation with his son. And he welcomes him back with this overwhelming and radical hospitality, this incredible generosity. You know those two characters well. There's also the older son. The older son seems to be the responsible one. While his younger brother is out squandering his possessions, he's there back at home holding down the fort, really helping his father maintain the household. He seems to be a hard worker, but he feels left out, right? There's this great celebration and he doesn't seem to be a part of it. We might find ourselves in any one of those situations as we approach the holidays. Maybe we've done something hurtful, even if not intentional. And there's that divide between us and another family member. Don't be afraid to ask for forgiveness. A simple apology goes such a long way in restoring relationships. Maybe we're the one who needs to give forgiveness. If so, be like the Father. Don't hold on to a grudge or resentment. Let your only thought be reconciliation. Be eager to overwhelm your family members with unusually gracious hospitality. Or maybe you're the older son. Maybe you're the responsible one. Everything always falls to your shoulders to plan and coordinate. Maybe at times you feel a bit left out by the rest. Again, don't be afraid to leave that at the door, to come in and celebrate with your family. So folks, as we approach the holidays, let's keep in mind the beauty of reconciliation with each other. And whether you find yourself in a position of needing to ask for that reconciliation or give it, do so with humility and generosity. And folks, maybe there's stuff that you just need to leave at the door. Certain disagreements that you know, well, it just won't be helpful to bring up. It's okay to check those at the door and just spend time in the company of your family. As we enter this time of giving thanks, right, of Thanksgiving, let's call to mind the blessing that our family is, even if it's imperfect. Let's give God thanks for that blessing, and let's look forward to the holidays with a spirit eager to be hospitable, eager to be forgiving, eager to love one another, and be built up in those familial relationships.